Hello, everybody. Hope everyone is doing great. And we're going to try something out tonight. I'm not sure if it works or if it doesn't, but I thought it would be a fun thing to try. And I also thought, okay, I am live. If it does work, maybe we can use it a little bit more often. And I'm just looking for my tape. I know I have it. All right, where is it? I've had it here all this time. Hold on. I put my tape somewhere safe. For time. I didn't look before I started. Oh, here it is. But that's a good relief. We're going to try three different kinds. And now this is a mold that I got for $1.98. It's an Easter spring mold. It has flowers and has, well, basically flowers, tulips and I think daisies. Really cool looking. Then I have these other molds that I paid, I think, a little bit more than the $1.98. I think these were like $5.98, but these were candy molds. But, I don't make much candy. And these are little cupcake candies. And then I have my Christmas light bulbs or whatever. So, what I'm going to do now, this one is really hard. So I think this one, well, they're kind of soft when you hit them. I know these ones are really soft. Um, so we're going to stuff them. We're going to flip them over like so. Now, guys, I don't know if this is going to work or not, to be very honest. I am going to just grab some stuffing here. It's a good handful, should be about all I need. And I'm going to fill up each spot, and then I'm going to put a piece of the tape across it. Now we're doing the other side. We're not doing the inside. We're doing actually the outside. But I'm just taping this for it to stay firm. So I'm just filling up these little pockets of, I'm dropping my stuffing, just to help keep them a little bit firmer. Now this is really bumpy fluff. So I'm just kind of like taking off the stuff that's popping like over the sides because I'm going to put the tape there. This is just going to, maybe I'll just do one side. Well, no, I want that side too. All right. Let's do one side at a time. Too much in this one. So I'm just filling up these little pockets to help keep it firm. That should be good. And then I'm just simply going to put over, hi Yvette. Now I seen this on, I believe it was, do you see how I'm doing that? I'm just pushing this right down like so. Now I might have too much, so I might have to take some out. Let's take out a little bit. You just want to make sure that it's, oh, we took out too much there. I don't know if that's even going to matter on this particular one. And then I'm going to fold it, kind of like rip it off there and fold it over its edge. Yeah, I just think I got too much. Maybe this isn't going to work. Let's try that. sure they use better tape than this blue tape. You know what? I just don't think that's going to work. So let me rethought. We're just going to try it. I'm going to just do it the way they showed. I just thought they use stamps. What we're making is an embellishment. And they used stamps. I don't have my stamps. I don't know where they are. They're probably at my classroom. I'm sure they're at my classroom. So I'm going to flip these back over. We're going to be using this side. They have the imprints on the inside. Use it this way. We're going to try. You're going to be using a pretty Frisco brush. It's pretty easy to stomp with. Okay? And this is like in the children's department. You get these kind of brushes. That's what I'm using. And toilet paper. And we're using a bit of water. And we're going to add in a touch of glue. Now, like I said, it's just going to be a touch of glue. I'm not going to use that one because that one I'm almost out of. And this cap was. Okay, so here's my water. That's all that's in there. I'm going to sneeze from this, so don't worry. But it's just going to be a little glue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop. That's it. A whole lot of glue there, right? Now I'm going to put my thumb on here because I don't want it to get all stuck up in my nice little bottle that actually works. And I'm just going to mix my glue mixture. Now some people just use water. But I'm using glue because afterwards it will be solid. And these are silicone molds, so they should pop out. So I got some glue up here, so let me shake it a little harder. Now this is very strong glue, but when you mix it with water, it becomes very light. That looks better. Did I take off my work? Okay. I always have to take off my work name tag, guys. I'm so good at leaving my day job on at the night job. Because I come home and I sit down and then I start. So this is how it works. So I'll do like every other one. So it's easier for the towels. And I think we can cut these in half. We're making embellishments. So let me cut a few. And you're going to use, I'm using toilet paper. You can use the back of your napkins. You can use napkins. You can use tissue paper. You can use whatever you think will mold into something. It's about 5 to 8 of these. And then I cut them because that's all the wider my flower is. Like so. Hello, Cynthia. Hi, Yvette. I don't know how many I cut, but I'm sure this will be enough for one to get us started. Now, you're not going to spray your mold, okay? You're going to take your tissue. Doesn't matter if it's embossed or not. Doesn't matter because the water will make it its own character. I'm just going to set it in my mold like so. Now this is going to have to dry overnight. No big deal. And I'm going to spray it like so. Then I'm taking my brush and I'm just going to pounce it into the mold carefully. Making sure I get the indentions. Now I started with big molds because the smaller you get, think maybe possibly it could be a little harder for you. So I'm being careful not to, um, push too hard in the corners. I take another one. I'm going the opposite direction now. See, I went straight across this way. This one is going to be laid here. Like so. Now I'm going to spray it. This is just glue spray. 5 little sprays and pounce it again. I want to make some embellishments to go with my Chalk Couture items. I have to place that order. Somehow I got to get a miracle to happen here. Now you do it again. Take another one. Lay it on this way. And I kind of tuck it down inside. I did this years ago, and now I'm completely out. 5 sprays. I just pounce it in. Get it right into those little grooves of the flower. Now it's getting thicker, so it's, probably not going to stay tight in those little parts. Hold on. My bangs are like right in my face, guys. Gosh forbid. I don't know how people handle long hair, but Kathleen doesn't handle it very well. Okay. This one went the long way, so this is going the short way. This is number 4. Again, I'm just pouncing it down with my fingers. Spray it 5 times. That was a half a one. And you'll see it. Once you can't see your mold bottom, that's when you know you're done. Now I can still see that I have, sure I'm doing my edges. I can still see that over on this side, I can see the ripple of the flower. So I'm going to do another one. And I'm going to spray that one as well. I didn't make any ahead of time, so these are going to have to dry overnight. And tomorrow we'll take a peek to see if they work or if I totally ruined a good mold. I'll be sad. Simple enough, right? Now, this is no way near ready to be pulled out. However, I'll give you the look of it. Can you see it there? Now, if nobody touches this, it probably could sit out just like that. And then I won't have anything to worry about. Tomorrow I can cut it. So let's do the daisy. Again, we're going to just do it the same way. We're taking a tissue. I'm just going to spray. Now be careful. This is the first layer. The first layer is always the one that gets ripped, it seems like. Get it nice and wet. Now this one has a little bit more detail because of the flower itself, so I'm pouncing my corners just carefully, letting the paper go where it needs to go. Now that one we did 5. Now I'm turning the paper into the flower, spraying it again. I think I did that one 6 times. 5 to 6 times, okay guys? 5 is best. 5 gets it good and wet. Now I'm pouncing my in Corner Dents. Now, friends, if you can't catch me, you can also go to YouTube. If you feel Facebook is acting up, I'm also on YouTube under the same name, Crafting Time. Just want you to know that. Some people don't know that I have a YouTube channel. Okay, I'm going to lay that down, push it in. Again, I turned it. Look how nice that turned out. Oh, I'm loving that. I hope you can see it. In the high rises, as you can see, a nice embellishment. Now I'm going to spray it. I sprayed it 5 times. This is just a little bit of glue, 5 seconds of glue in water. It was warm water, but it became cold because I set it on the ground because I was trying to find my mold. Or not my mold, sorry, my stamps. A lot of people use stamps, guys. I'm using molds. I want to see if we can do it like this. And I'll have to cut it 2 more. And if this turns out like this nice, it'll be awesome. I don't use toilet paper very often. I learned to use this, guys, back when COVID first hit and toilet paper was the hardest thing to find. In this area, it was super hard. Now I'm going to fold these and just cut them. I'm just cutting them to the width of my mold. That's the mold I used. No big deal. You're going to need at least 5 layers, 5 to 8 layers. If I remember right, that's what I used to get the shape. I'm very thirsty tonight. I love water, guys. I'm just putting it in, making sure I got all my, I didn't go in very straight, but we're going to go with it. That was 5. And you go until the middle, you can't see the bottom anymore. You'll lose the sides quite quickly because of the shape. Put that in. But when the bottom becomes, you can't see any of the bottom part, that's when you know you have enough. It's really crazy. I'll show you this one so you can kind of see. Just a sec. See, I can still see the middle of my flower. It's the indent. So I have to go a few more. Got to have it like just perfect. I'll take out my fingerprints because that's what I just did. I'm allergic to glue, so don't panic if you're new. See which way I did this one. This way, okay. What did I say? Gosh, I'm terrible tonight. Yeah, this one comes. Let me tuck that back in. Push it in, and then the spray will cover it up. This is just a Dollar Tree sprayer. You get 3 in a pack. They work really nice. Most of them. I might need a few more on this one. Now these bigger flowers are big. They're not just little like these. So I think this is like 7 layers, I think. You don't want to have a wrinkle. Pull out your wrinkles. That's best. I'm just going to need one more layer and then this whole bottom will be covered. My items will be glued in. And then, tomorrow after this is dry, I could put a layer of a napkin on it or I can paint on it. Either one. And Mod Podge it on. Now you could do a Mod Podge napkin on one. Maybe that next one I'll do a napkin. Let's do one more layer on this one. And then this one will be, I believe, all covered up. I'll pull it out. And the deeper you go with the layers, that's when you start getting the wrinkles. So you don't want to see this hair? It's going to be disappearing. I don't know how you ladies handle your hair. Man, I cannot handle it. It gets in my way, and man, I think of getting scissors out. Alright, so this is starting to look like really nice. Making sure it's all in there. I'm doing the top edge now, pushing it down. And this isn't a clean one. This has been used 1,000 times, guys. So you might get a little coloring in it if you use a used brush. I'm going to call that enough layers. I'm just going to rinse it out. There's a wrinkle there, darn. Let's see. Whoops. See how nice that looks? And it's high-rised outward. Very nice. Now tomorrow I'll be able to cut that out. It's holding its form. Set that one aside. Now let's do one. I have these Valentine. Now, these are a whole different thickness. I don't have to worry about what it says. I'm just going to cut it in half. We're not even going to deply it, friends. We're just going to go like so. It'll be cool. And then at this fold here, I'll cut that. I saw a fold, didn't I? Before I saw a fold. Oh, it's over on this side. I'm not deplying it. I'm just adding. I'm just going to see what it does. All right. We'll do another yellow flower first. This is where it had a fold. See, I knew I had a fold. So one layer of your item. And I'm going to do the red side out. So I'm going to put this across. Kind of pop it down with my fingers. Sprayed it 5 times. Now, this is your first layer, so you're going to be careful. That's the easiest to tear. I'm going the other direction. Spray 5 times. This one has like a wide spray. I can tell you the colored paper, it's a little harder to see the bottom. Not that I need that, but yes, I do. You want your mold dry when you start. This has a fold. And again, this is just a regular napkin. Other side down. I'm trying not to get it to fold. My shirt's getting all wet. You guys gonna see my belly pretty soon. So basically making my own little embellishment. I have a lot of candy molds somewhere in this house. And I thought this would be like so cool. Is it pretty? Kind of cool, right? And guys, this isn't maybe, just, yeah, I am getting it in. Wanted to make sure because it's thicker. Um, I try to save as much money because crafting is not cheap, guys. I don't know what kind of budget you have or what kind, I know what kind of budget I have, and it's not a lot. So I try to make a lot of my own stuff before I run to the store. Even for the retreat, um, I got the hats all cut out that we're going to be doing a craft with a hat. I have that all cut out and ready for you guys. If you haven't got your tickets, please do so. Because once that's full, I can't go over my quota because that'd be really hard. No, I'm not. I lost count here, but hey, if I can see the bottom, then I don't have enough. And again, I'm just pouncing it into my corners. And the deeper you go, the stronger your mold becomes. Your embellishment, sorry. Not your mold, your embellishment. Just checking. I'm going to do one more layer here. And I'm so blind. Just setting this in. Now this is a glue, so it's going to hold my mold, guys. Even when I go and cut these, once this is all dry, I'll have to use my very tiny scissors. You will be able to, you could do so much stuff with this. I'm pretty excited. Now, this one I believe is ready to go. I can't see the bottom at all. So I'm just going to pounce my edges to make sure it stays. Making sure. I never use napkins. I've always used toilet paper. I hope you can see how that looks. Super nice. And here it has finger hit the edge. I'm just going to let that sit. So we got 3 flowers there. I'm going to set this one aside. Now these are much smaller. These are very small. I don't know if you can see. I can't see my screen very well. And someone told me to use the outside. So I thought maybe I'd try some outside and then I'll try some inside. So we'll start with, and these are softer. So I'll start in the middle one maybe. And this is the first one. Now I'm just pouncing it very carefully. I think you could do it either way. Trying to get all the details. Set this up. It's kind of fun. I love experimenting. Now I just lay it on top, just like so, and let the water do the work. These have little cherries on top. Make sure I get all the details. Now the details I feel are going to be on the inside, so that's why I like to do it the other way. We'll try one on the outside. Maybe we don't have to do as many layers. I'll do 3 layers. Those ones we did 5. 5 to 6. I forgot how many I counted. Anyone count for me? Personally, I think I like the inside better. Okay. I'm not impressed. It worked, but it's not. We're going to use the other direction. Flip it over. I don't know if I could do 2 at once. I wonder. I wonder if I could. Wouldn't that be cool? Let's just see. Much harder. That's not going to work, friends. And I'm going back to the napkins because I can see them. I'm going to say that was a fail. This is a bigger one here. So let's just try it. Inside's much easier. It really is. And this is a soft mold. Oops, I think I did that 6 times. 5 or 6 times, guys. You got the idea now. Have fun. Just joining in from Michigan. Well, hello. Who's that? Nancy Claus. I don't want a red one. I want a white one. Hello, hello. Well, how's the weather in Michigan? We had such gorgeous weather. You guys should be getting that shortly, if you haven't already. 5 times, guys, and then you pounce it. I'm just using my candy molds. I'm not going to be making any candies too soon, because nobody gets to eat them but me, and I don't need any. I have to say I like the toilet paper best. Napkin worked, but I'm not impressed. Five times, and you just pounce it. Now I can't see the bottom at all, so I think we are good to go on this one. We'll see in just a second. Just pounce my edges down. It should be a little cupcake with 2 little hearts on it. See, I have a little red on there, so that will be okay. It's actually kind of cute. And I got a little dust on there. Oh well. So let's do 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So we just simply cut these in half. It's just toilet paper, friends. Pretty simple. I don't need that to cut a straight line. Maybe I did. Never listen to me. Now my brush is getting a little wet. I don't think that's going to matter. I'm just going to dry it on my pants here. It's just water. Not a little glue, but all right. I'm going to try. We all have the same idea. I'm going to set this one aside and let's do these lights. These lights can be cute bunny ears. That's just my thought. All right. So we'll do the middle one here. These are pretty deep too. So I am not going to go as deep as the mold, but they are deep. This one is a deep mold. And I think my napkin is going to crease on me because of it. Spray it one more time here. I have a big fold here. I don't want that. And they're all going to have to go the same direction because they're so long. Sure, you do your edges each time you do it, so you get a flat edge. This one edge just wants to fall in. You go until you don't see the bottom with your paper. Can't do anything about that crease, I don't think. I think I did 6 there. Whoops. One too many. I really thought the lights would be the easiest because of being bigger and stuff, but I think I could be wrong on that. I can be wrong, guys. Really. This one should be our last layer because I can't see the bottom, but we'll see when I count it. If it's white, then I know I've went deep enough. That's what I believe. I might have to do one more layer. I think one more layer. Going straight. You have to give it some give to go over the edge. If it doesn't have the edging, then it's there. Not going to stay in place. So how many of you are thinking about coming to the retreat? Yes, everybody welcome Nancy in. I'm so glad you came. That retreat is going to be so fun. I can't wait to meet you all and do some fun crafting, have some little fellowship, delicious food. Food is included in the price except for breakfast. I don't buy breakfast, guys. You can have breakfast. All right, I can't see the bottom, so now I'm going to pop this out. And do you see it? Looks very nice. Here is a tiny cupcake. I hope you can see that. There is the flower. It's holding its shape very nicely. Hope you can see. Here is the tulip. I love my tulip. I love tulips, guys, even if it's only for a week. Here is my red tulip. Can't say I like that one. Now that bunny ear came out pretty good, so I am going to turn this around. And I'm going to do another one, just if I can make another bunny ear. It was the bunny. It was sunny and nice. Oh, I read that really wrong. It was the bunny. I was thinking bunny and I saw sunny. Good grief. Yep, today we had sunny as well. Tomorrow we're supposed to get 2 to 3 or 2 inches of rain or something like that. I don't know. Now I'm going to do this one backwards. Stay with the way you had it, girl. I'm going to make another bunny ear. I'm going to set this in. Make sure I have edges over. Now once it's wet, it does expand outward. So first layer is the tender layer. So gotta be careful. That's where I rip napkins a lot. And toilet paper. Haven't done this for so long. It's such kind of fun. Now I'm gonna try to take out that little a big crease in it, man. I'm really glad I stopped. There we go. That's better. Probably put holes all over it. All right. kind of fold it and then set it in, making sure I have edges. Did it edge up very well? That's better. They're a little delicate until you get going. Now the retreat friends it's going to be here in Bloomington. Come in from at the airport, or if you're driving in, we're on 494 in France. We're on the main drag, and very simple to get to. I gotta call her. She was supposed to send me my hotel um, ticket. And if we don't have enough people, it will be canceled. And I don't want to cancel it. Either way, I lose money that way. We got to get that filled up. I don't want to end up paying $30,000. That would kill me. Sorry, Facebook. We're not supposed to talk like that. But that big bill would definitely do that. And guys, I'm having problems with Facebook not getting my stuff out there, so please sprinkle me out. I want people to come to this retreat. I'm going to do one more layer here. I want people to have the opportunity to meet each other. That's so important to me. To really know that people are out there caring about you. Let's get some water. I've developed such great friendship around the community of these crafters out here. I've been crafting for about, 3 years in June as a business, and I'm growing steadily. I'd like to grow faster, but hey, I'm happy with what I have. I think we did what? 3, 4. So this one looks, have a crease in that one. Might be 2 layers down, but I can't see the bottom, so I'm going to pull it out. And I can't see it on this side, so I think we're going to be good to go. But now I have another bunny ear. Really like those. Now they look like light bulbs, but when we get painting them, they will look like bunny ears once they're dry. But I just wanted to show you how nice it is that we can use these as little embellishments. Now that's a little cupcake. Details are coming out as it dries. There's the tulip. I make a lot of those because I love my tulips. Here's my little daisy or sunflower type of thing. Now, I'm also going to empty this one. Side. Now, it's best to let them dry overnight. But I'm just going to try, see what happens with just top drying. And then I'll flip it over and we'll do the other side. I like to experiment then. You certainly don't want to tarnish it. So I'm speed drying, as they call it. Do a little bit on the bunny ear. That bunny ears so soft. But they will harden. They won't stay soft. So I don't know if I'm seeing any advantages of this other than it might dry faster than tonight. So at our retreat, we're going to be doing about 7 crafts. There'll be about 50 of us. We'll have time for fellowship. I will have a cash bar during dinner because some people like to have a few drinks. I'm not a drinker, but hey, if they have coffee there for me, that would be plenty for me. But some people like to have wine with their dinner. I do too once in a while. I shouldn't say I don't drink. Very minimal. Now this one's the wettest. I'm liking it. The water seems to come back up, so I'm just basically drying out the edges. I didn't want to wait till morning. You know, I've never been a person to want to wait. Make it happen now. That's really how I am. Do it now. Don't wait. Do it now. Nothing, nothing's better than having to wait. This is our little red one. That one should have had a few more layers, I think. I had a crease in it too. I'm not sure if this one really turned out that well, but these other ones seem to. Love the bunny ears. They're really light bulbs. We're going to make them some more. So there you go, guys. Get your molds out. Give this a try. Really, it was not hard. Patience is a virtue. I have very little for waiting. I have patience of galore, but not for waiting. Like, waiting for this to dry is going to bug me all night. And my brush is nice and dry. My glue is good. Now, make sure you go and wash out your tip and your straw of your bottle. Um, because you got glue in there. It'll clog it up for you. I promise. Now these are not ready to cut. They're just basically top dry. So they're just going to sit here. I'm going to be good. I'm not going to touch them. This one we didn't do completely. This one we can peel it apart. We didn't finish this one, so we can just toss that one. We have these 5. Now, I just want to kind of show you my little bunny, how this might go. See, I got my 2 ears. Let's see, do I have a little piece of paper or something? Hopefully you can see on here. 1 ear, 2 ears. See my little bunny? His face. The ears above it. See? His belly. Let me get this. I can't cut that. But his belly and his little tail holding a tulip. There you go. See the bunny? Use your imagination. It's not done. It's not put together. But I'm going to leave them on the silicone just for the paper doesn't stick to my my board here, my foam board. I use a lot of foam board, guys. There we go. We're all set for tomorrow's craft. It's sitting right here. We'll put it together. These should be dry by tomorrow. They're top dry. They're not fully dry. But wasn't this fun? Kind of different, right? Well, friends, this is all I'm going to do tonight because I don't want to mess up my stuff. I might make more later on. We'll see. Might just stick with this for right now and then see how well we like them. But they are holding its form, so that's what I wanted to do. So it worked. Yes, you have a great night too, Trisha. Thanks for coming, Nancy. I appreciate it. And Melissa and Cynthia. Let's see if my thing is going to let me scroll. No. Oh my goodness, it doesn't let me do nothing. All right, well, we'll see everybody tomorrow. And we'll finish this up and we'll see how cute this little bunny can become. And we're going to do some painting on them. Once they're dry, we should be able to paint and we should be able to Mod Podge on them. I think tomorrow we'll do light painting just with our acrylic paints. And, you know, I think on this flower here, I am actually going to do, this is that tulip. I'm going to add, this is just, what is this? Nail polish. I can't even think. Just like so. So as you saw, I was able to put some nail polish on it. That's going to be the bottom. This is going to be the face. This is going to be the cute little tail on its side and the ears. Might turn out really cute. Who knows? I can't wait till tomorrow. All right, guys. We'll see you all tomorrow. God bless you all. And get signed in for that retreat so your spot is reserved. Because once it's full, I can't change it. And that would be very disappointing if you can't make it. I love you all to come. Even you, Nancy, go check it out. Check out my website. Well, not the website. Check out Facebook page. I haven't put it on my web page yet. I'm having issues with that. I'm actually going to go work on that. So we'll see you all later. Thanks for coming. See you tomorrow. Be ready to make a Bonnie.